If you're a frequent PNW Haunts and Homicides listener, you probably already know we're Birdie ambassadors.
We wanted to take a quick moment to tell you a little bit more about this awesome product.
Birdie is the modern personal safety alarm made for women by women.
In a situation where you feel threatened or unsafe, you can simply activate Birdie's loud siren and flashing light to create a diversion.
Birdie is perfect to carry anytime because the device is lightweight and comes in a variety of colors.
So important. Use our ambassador link and coupon code PNW Haunts and Homicides to receive 10% off your purchase. Like our social media handles, the coupon code is all spelled out, no special characters.
You can find the link and promo code in our show notes or PNW Haunts and Homicides link tree.
Have a safe ass day!
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
Hello.
What's up?
You guys.
No one answers. Aw.
Not even the ghost.
Maybe it did. Maybe we can catch more EVPs. Did you hear the one?
I didn't, but I think it was because we were watching the video on the computer and the speaker, like the quality of the sound isn't great.
I'll have to play it for you after. Oh, this is PNW Haunts and Homicides.
Oh, right.
Off track. I did find an EVP though in our Podiversary episode. I was like, what do we call it? It was like right after I asked because we were thinking it was a child, and I was like, are your parents here? And you can't hear it in the audio because the background noise thing takes it out, but you can hear it says, no.
Oh.
It was fucking creepy. That was the only one I heard.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah. And like there's music in the background. You can hear that. It's like over the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I did get a question about that, whether or not we picked anything up. And I said, well, I'm watching it, and I think it's like the speakers that I'm trying to, get the sound through, that I'm not hearing it, but Cassie said there's something in there. And I was like, I need to re-watch the video with like my AirPods.
Yeah.
In. Yeah. So now they know.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll get you the info because I'm not finding it, but I know there's something there. No.
It was really creepy. And I was like alone when I heard it too.
Cassie is not okay.
I'm not easily spooked, but
I mean, that would do it.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, I did have a weird thing happen too while I was playing the recorder into the microphone to record it, because apparently the audio files on the recorder aren't like a WAV or an MP3.
Oh.
And I couldn't figure out how to like change them. So I just like recorded it into the mic. But while I was doing that, I had, how I had drum roll sound?
Yeah.
I think when we were like announcing merch or something.
Yeah.
It started playing, and it was like, I was recording this after the episode was already done and edited. The drum roll part was like nowhere near where I was recording. And it just starts playing so loud in my fucking headphones. I had everything muted.
What?
Yeah.
That is so bizarre.
It was weird. Don't know what happened. That didn't get recorded on anything. Like I only heard it in my headphones.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here. I'm not saying that much because I'm like kind of, if you could see my face, you'd know I'm like processing, but
yeah,
I'm just trying to think of how.
No clue.
How?
Because you know how the audio tracks, like you can see each track.
Yeah.
You can see where it's playing, and the audio for the drum roll was nowhere near.
That is so bizarre. Yeah, and obviously you're the one that's more savvy about some of this stuff on the tech side. But I have no explanation for that.
Me neither. So that was weird. I forgot about that until just now.
Well, I mean, good timing.
Well, anyway, enough about our podiversary, because we just like literally can't stop talking about it.
I know.
It was so much fun. Before we get started with today's topic, I kind of wanted to talk about a little bummer thing that happened to me.
Oh, no.
Caitlin knows all about it, but I'm trying to like see the bright side of it, and I thought I would share it just in case like anyone else needs to do the same thing. So the other day I was crystal shopping at Crystal Tower.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
She knows.
Now I remember.
She knows.
Oh.
So the Crystal Tower in the Curiosities Vintage Mall. It's in Tigard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got 2 new crystals, which I was super excited about. I got a black tourmaline and I got a rhodonite.
Oh, okay. Rhodonite? Yeah, I think that's right.
It's in
black tourmaline?
Yeah, I got a black tourmaline. It's like a protection.
Okay. I'm going to let you tell the story, but then I have a thing.
That's my new rhodonite. Isn't it pretty?
That's gorge.
It is gorgeous. It's like
that's gorge.
Pink
she
and
said
black.
Into the mic.
Yeah, right. It's like a pink and black, like marbly looking stone. Maybe I'll post a picture for you guys. So it started off pretty good. I got some new crystals. I was really happy about it. But later, after running like another errand, I realized that I lost my rainbow fluorite necklace that I was wearing.
Tragic.
And my mommy got it for me. And it was so beautiful. It was so pretty. I was obsessed with this crystal. I wore it all the time. I held it all the time. I played with it like when I was stressed. And I think that I lost it in the parking lot of Curiosities when I took my keys off because I have like a lanyard. And usually I like take my keys off in the car because I can unlock it with a little thing and then I take it off in the car. But I think I was like wanting to go. Like I
just excited.
I was
like,
just so excited. Yeah. And I think I just like ripped it off in the parking lot and I probably flung my necklace across the street or whatever.
Yeah.
The sidewalk.
Who knows?
Yeah.
She gone.
Literally. Who knows? It was gone.
Aww.
So I'm not 100% sure where I lost it, but thinking back on leaving the parking lot, my day kind of started to go slightly off. I took a wrong turn like immediately out of the parking lot.
Oh, no.
I know. I like planned on getting food on my way to my next stop because I was hungry. And the way it ended up going was fine, but like there was no food on the way.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever, it's fine. So I was hangry for like what ended up way longer than I intended to be.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it sucked. So once I noticed that my necklace was gone, I went back to the doctor's office, which is where I went after Curiosities, to look around the parking lot for it.
Mm-hmm.
On my way back to the doctor's office where I just had been, the GPS kept trying to take me like this weird way. And like I couldn't get through. It was like blocked.
What the heck?
But it like kept taking me this way. And I was like, what? Like I just used my GPS to get here and like had no issue. So
that is so strange.
So I like have to turn around twice. And the second time I like hit a curb really hard.
Oh no. Oh God.
And I was just in my car. Like I just stopped. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, oh my God.
Oh, just one of those days.
It started off great and then it just turned to shit. So eventually I got there, I couldn't find the necklace. Curiosities is pretty far from me. So like I didn't want to drive all the way back there just to look. So I called them and they were very sweet. And they said if they found anything, they would call me back. I haven't heard anything back yet. It's fine. We're getting there. We're getting to the good part. Some other things went wrong that day involving my pharmacy, which Caitlin also knows.
Oh my God.
So it was just like one like little thing after another. Nothing like a huge deal, but just like annoying.
At the pharmacy, that was kind of a huge deal.
It was just,
and you know how I feel about this because I've just had that same experience repeatedly.
Pharmacies, get it together.
Yeah, come on.
That's all I have to say.
Do you want to deprive us of our drugs and see what happens?
We need our drugs.
We live in America, okay?
So after all this, I was just so sad, like just super bummed. So I look up the meaning of losing a crystal, which I kind of like heard in passing, but I wanted to like look it up to kind of reassure myself that everything was fine.
Yeah, you're like, my life seems to be falling apart.
So this is what I found. It's from satincrystals.com, and I'll link it for you guys. I'm just going to read what they say just straight. So, number 1, some people believe that a lost crystal means that you no longer need the energy of the crystal and it has gone to another person or place that needs it more. Aww. You are ready for a different crystal and energy in your life. So that's pretty positive. The other interpretation is that you need more of that stone's particular energy and the piece you had was too strong or not strong enough for your purposes. You may look into finding a larger or more powerful version of the same stone. Did I just say virgin?
Mm-hmm.
Version of the same stone. The third interpretation is that the energy of the crystal was not compatible with your vibrations. That's okay. There are hundreds of crystals for you to choose from. And then it goes on to say, if your crystal has disappeared, wish it well on its journey.
Oh.
Hope that the person who finds it will benefit from the crystal's positive energies. We are all connected. Spreading the healing crystal love is much needed right now. Your crystal was a blessing, and now you pay it forward.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super sweet. If you do find the crystals again, it means that you needed a little break from the crystal's energy, and you are now ready for its good vibrations once again.
I love it.
And then it goes on to say, I kind of rephrase this part, to basically use your intuition to decide if you need to replace the crystal you lost. And why do I keep saying basically? I'm such a basic bitch.
I mean.
So I pretty much did that before I read this article even. What I instantly felt as soon as I realized that my crystal was missing, I felt like the universe was telling me, bitch, you need to stop buying crystals or we're going to have to start getting rid of the ones that you already have to make room.
Oh.
I'm like, why is the universe always yelling at me?
I know. God, you're so mean.
So since that was kind of my first instinct was to say that I had bought too many crystals, I'm thinking I probably should not replace it with a new one. Or maybe like one of the new stones I got is supposed to replace it.
Yeah, I mean, that would kind of make sense.
Yeah. And I was already feeling like really drawn to the rhodonite. I obviously brought it with me today in my pocket. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe that could be my new pocket crystal. So I felt like I felt like I was already having those like intuition feelings about what I should do. So even though I'm sad my crystal is gone, I feel like it's a really positive outcome. Hopefully someone finds it who loves it.
Yeah.
Please take care of it.
Wish
for
it
me.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just curious, were you gonna share what the rainbow fluorite, like what the what its powers are?
Yeah. So I did write down the rainbow fluorite is calming, supports productivity, supports inner harmony, helps tap into creativity and intuition, which is why I fucking loved it so much.
Oh, yeah.
And the rhodonite, I meant to bring the little paper with me and I forgot it.
Oh, I looked it up.
Okay.
And I have 2 things to tell you related to crystals in this story.
Okay.
I think this makes a lot of sense. Rhodonite is a stone of compassion, an emotional balancer that clears away emotional wounds and scars from the past and that nurtures love.
Aww.
It stimulates, clears, and activates the heart. Rhodonite grounds energy, balances yin and yang, and aids in achieving one's highest potential.
Aww.
It heals emotional shock and panic.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I was needing this in my life.
I think so. It's called the Stone of Love.
Oh.
Hello. Beautiful.
I hate love. It's like you need a love crystal here.
So it talks about how rhodonite crystal is softly invigorating and gives you a gift of strength you never knew you had.
Aww.
Of course, it connects with the heart and circulatory system, keeping your ticker beating bright. But I just thought that was really interesting because you bought the black tourmaline that day, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember, I think I told this story on the pod, when I went to the beach with Chris a few months ago, we bought a black tourmaline stone.
Yeah.
And it ended up splitting in two. And we gave the other half of it to Chris's parents for their anniversary.
Yeah, that was a sweet one.
I feel like black tourmaline is like this, it's sort of strange. It's like whenever you interact with it, it's like it wants to redistribute energy and
maybe
and vibes and things. Okay, and then this is really funny. You maybe don't remember this. The day after our podiversary, when we were at Curiosities, which apparently is just where we hang out now.
Whoops.
We're like, we'll be at the Crystal Tower. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah. Get in, loser. We're going to Crystal Tower.
I'm down. Always down to go crystal shopping.
Hell yeah. I bought 2 of the small crystals, and it's like the rough rather than the tumbled like yours of the rhodonite.
Oh, yeah.
The pink rhodonite.
Yeah.
We're like both really drawn to that energy. That's so funny.
Yeah. We needed it. Okay. Well, do you want to move on to our topic?
Oh.
Were you not ready?
I feel like I can never be ready for your episodes, but I'm working up to it. I feel like the podiversary, I showed some real strength against our paranormal foes.
This is a pretty light one. I think you'll like it. You'll like it. So, since we're already on the topic of like crystals, I thought it would be fitting to do the Witch's Castle in Portland.
Yay!
Yeah. See, I told you you'd like it.
Okay.
Have you been there?
Gosh, I think so, yeah, but not for years.
Okay.
I haven't been there recently. We should probably go.
Yeah, we should go. So the Witch's Castle is located in Maclay Park. A lot of people consider it part of Forest Park. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to episode 1.
Forest Park. Everything happens in Forest Park.
I guess. We're going to have to link that episode so people can go back and listen if they haven't.
It's the first one. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Or to the top, whichever.
Yeah.
Whatever you like. Top or bottom.
Whatever's clever.
I love when people say that. It's about a half mile from Upper Maclay parking lot or 3/4 of a mile from Lower Maclay parking lot. And I think the half a mile from Upper is like easier.
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
So
but
we'll do that.
They're both pretty easy hikes from what I remember and what I've read. There are trail markers leading the way, so you can find it really easily. It's a fairly busy hike, though.
Oh, okay.
I think when I went there was a ton of people, but they do like kind of like take their pictures of the Witch's Castle, kind of get out of your way so everyone knows to move it along.
Okay. So go early in the morning if you're worried about it being too people-y.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And then like don't go at dusk. Maybe. I don't think I would go there like later at night. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're going to tell me.
Why?
I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid. Everything's fine.
I'm just no longer leaving my house anymore after dusk. Like, nothing good is happening. Like, I'm staying home.
Exactly. But no matter when you go, always make sure to do your research first and always bring a friend and your birdie with you.
Yes.
Your birdie alarm.
Yes.
You can bring like an actual bird if you want. I don't know if that'll help. Maybe.
Yeah, there might be rules against that. Again, do your research.
Do your research, yeah. The Witch's Castle is a 2-story stone structure nestled in the trees and covered in beautiful green moss and foliage.
She's so pretty.
She is so pretty. It's so magical. It's basically just the bones of the building. There's no doors, there's no glass in the windows, and there's no roof.
Which I feel like a roof is kind of a critical component of a building.
Yeah.
I mean, call me crazy. Like, I'm new to the field of construction, but...
Yeah, well, that's why it's abandoned.
Yeah. What I've learned so far, they've led me to believe that's important.
So important. Roofs.
Yeah.
So important.
Oh my God. I want to make a t-shirt of the Witch's Castle and just say roofs, so important. Can we get on that?
We could.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sadly, there's often graffiti covering the walls and trash from after-hours parties.
Oh.
Which is why I say maybe stay away from it at night. Yeah.
That makes sense.
People like to go there and party and do God knows what.
Yeah, I mean, that's, do your thing, live your life, but maybe don't trash the Witch's Castle.
I know. She gonna get you.
I mean, that's just that's ill-advised.
It's disrespectful. They try to keep it pretty clean as best they can, but y'all know how it is. It's Portland, so.
It's not on fire, though, okay?
It's not anymore.
You guys, everything is fine.
It's fine here. Come visit our beautiful city. Okay. How did the Witch's Castle get its name?
Yeah. I mean, I was wondering.
Yeah, me too. Because I didn't know, honestly.
Yeah.
No one is really sure, but there are some theories.
Ooh.
The first is that a witch coven used the buildings to perform satanic rituals.
You know what we should do there? The thing that we're planning for the Patreon, we should go do that there.
Oh, we should. So, of course, like satanic panic and witches being labeled as bad, like, of course, that's going to be what people say.
I mean, that tracks.
Some people report that they feel extremely uneasy in the building. They feel a lot of negative energy, kind of like repelling them away. And people have even seen flickering orbs around the building. They've heard whispering and even screaming.
No, I don't. No, I don't really like that.
EVPs have even been caught, and I'm going to link a little video of a paranormal investigation by the supernatural Supernatural Investigation Unit.
Oh.
Yeah, they caught some EVPs. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You got to go listen.
Okay.
Right now, go do it. So, of course, there's not really any proof that this building was used for any dark purposes or that any witches lived there, which is kind of bummer. I was like hoping that there would be some evil, like, forest witch.
Does it have to be evil?
Chasing children away.
Couldn't it be like a cute little, like, green witch,
Yeah,
like
that would be cute too.
Like mystical and ethereal.
But either way, they should definitely chase the children out.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. This building was built in 1936 as a restroom and ranger station.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The structure's real name is Stonehouse. So you'll see that on all the signage on the trail.
I'll never call it that. Not even if there's a fire.
It's so boring, Stonehouse. I think they should change all the signs.
Yeah.
It was actually damaged in 1962 in the same storm that damaged Pittock Mansion.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like really close by. It's about a 3.5 mile hike on the Wildwood Trail, but it looks about a mile and a half to me as the crow flies, which I really like to say that.
Yeah. Well, we all know how you feel about crows.
I like crows.
It makes sense.
After the damage, it was abandoned and left to rot. Oh, no, so sad.
No.
It's really amazing to me, actually, that they never demolished it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very surprised.
That is kind of odd.
Yeah.
It's so pretty, though. That would be so sad if they did.
It is really gorgeous.
As indie podcasters, we love to show our support of other awesome shows. So stay tuned for the promo we've got to share with you this week.
Let's show them some love. You can find their info in our show notes.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, dear?
I've got a question for you. What's your favorite podcast?
Well, it's Designated Quizzers, of course.
That's mine, too.
Why don't you tell us about it, Lisa?
It's a trivia podcast. That's trivia and comedy, but the questions aren't what you think.
Curious? Find out more by listening wherever you get your podcasts.
You guys, we're back!
And don't worry, we did get more wine.
Well, of course.
So even though the story so far seems to just be urban legend about the witch's castle, there is a pretty sinister past connected with the land that is absolutely true and documented.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, get ready.
Am I prepared for this?
Maybe.
Like, can I ever be ready for this?
It's kind of along your lines.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. The story starts with the Balch family, who immigrated by way of the Oregon Trail.
Oh.
Which is pretty cool.
Like in the video game?
Yeah, totally.
You died of dysentery.
I used to play that.
I don't know that I've ever played it more than once.
Yeah.
I feel like I missed something in my childhood.
I used to play it a lot. I don't even know why. It wasn't at school or anything. It was on I don't even know whose computer. It was someone's computer that we knew because we didn't have one. I don't know why. Yeah, I loved it.
That's hilarious.
So Danford and Mary Jane Balch purchased 640 acres of land in 1850.
Wow. And that is quite a couple of names there.
Yes.
That's
right?
a lot.
Danford and Mary Jane.
Yowza.
I really liked it. The names get better. So
amazing.
They plan to live there with their 9 children.
That's just entirely too many.
Yeah.
Cassie immediately paused because
9.
she knew I was going to say something.
I wrote ... I'll let that sink in for a minute.
I might need a day.
9.
I might need 9 days.
That is just crazy.
Wow.
Obviously, this land is a heavily wooded area and needed to be cleared before they could build anything.
You don't say.
Yeah. So Danford hired, I don't know why I keep saying his name like that.
I feel like, is there any other way to say that name?
Danford.
I don't think so.
So he hired a man named Mortimer Stump to help out with the clearing.
Wow. That sounds like a Harry Potter character.
Right? I fucking love the name Mortimer. It is so cute.
Oh my goodness. That is, wow.
Yeah.
If I had a cat, I would name it Mortimer.
Oh, so cute.
Adorable.
I want a crow and I'm going to name it Mortimer.
Okay.
I'm calling my, my familiar right now to me. I'm manifesting a familiar.
No kidding. Well, that's a way more likely thing to happen than me getting a cat.
That's true.
Just that little thing about how I'm allergic.
I looked at you a little weird when you said that.
Yeah, you can't have a cat. Did you forget?
So I also thought it was kind of funny that Mortimer's last name is Stump and he's been hired to clear the trees.
Yeah, it's a little on the nose.
Right?
But yeah, I like that for him.
Well, Mortimer and Danford's eldest daughter, 16-year-old Anna, had a little secret something going on.
With
Yeah.
Stop it. With the tree clearing guy?
Yeah. Mortimer, the tree
Oh.
clearing guy.
The scandal.
Yeah. And I don't know how old Mortimer was, but I doubt he was a teenager like Anna.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he was an older dude.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of a permissible thing back then, but like still kind of like, ew.
Yeah. And, well, Daddy Danford was not impressed.
Oh, geez.
So, of course, when they asked if they could get married, he said, hell to the no.
I mean...
And then that was that. They totally listened. They said, you know, we're so deeply in love, but what Daddy says goes. End of story.
I feel like, are we done saying daddy yet?
No.
Because I feel like, I'm not really into that.
I'm not done.
This story, overall, loving it.
Totally kidding, though. They ran away and eloped. So Big Daddy D was pissed.
Oh my God. Big Daddy D. Oh, geez. Okay.
And he does something unforgivable. Obviously not giving a single fuck about his daughter's feelings in any way. He fatally shoots Mortimer Stump.
No. I was like, oh, watch. He's going to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get when you tell a true crime gal this story.
He done killed him.
Oh, no.
He shot him in the face.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hear that has a very low survival rate.
Yeah. It was brutal. Like,
that's awful.
It was terrible.
Oh.
So he apparently did this in front of many witnesses and was arrested right away, but he pulled a Bundy and escaped.
Shut the front door.
He spent the next 6 months hiding out on his own land.
Okay, guys. Like, he lives there. Like, that would be a good place to check.
I mean, it was 640 acres of, like, heavily wooded area, so he was really good at hiding, apparently.
He's, like, really good at hide and seek?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, cool.
He was finally caught, and he became Oregon's very first legal execution on October 17th, 1859.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. A lot of history here.
Cassie, this is so interesting because I was just looking into Oregon executions.
Oh, weird.
And I feel like I stumbled across his name. I wasn't looking for this.
Danford.
Yeah, no, I wasn't looking for this case, but you know what? I'm not going to tell you what I was looking for.
Yeah, what were you looking for?
Yeah, nice try, everybody. No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I wasn't expecting any of this like history stuff when I was looking into the witch's castle.
No kidding. You're like, can I just get some wholesome witchcraft?
Yeah. No. I got murder.
Wow.
Not my what?
Not your genre.
Yeah, not my genre.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's a TikTok going around right now about how, not everybody can fit on the Rasta.
Is that one we're going to do?
You're not in the genre.
I don't watch TikTok enough.
Yeah.
So some people say that Danford claimed his wife had bewitched him and made him kill Mortimer.
Okay.
This could be
reasonable.
Yeah, right? It's always the fucking woman's fault. Like, come on. This could be another reason the witch's castle got its nickname.
Okay. I mean, sure. I can accept that.
Although none of the deaths happened on the actual property, as we've talked about before, there definitely could be some negative energy still around.
Some residual.
Yeah. Especially if that's where he was hiding after killing somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it may have mopped up some of his bad juju.
Totally. And then his wife and children also reportedly stayed on the land, and I'm sure they left their fair share of negativity, especially Anna, after losing a father and a husband.
Yikes.
And then Mary Jane, of course, losing a husband in a horrific way and then him accusing her of causing it. Like,
Yeah.
there's going to be some lingering stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would miss him that much.
Yeah.
After, being fingered for the witchcraft and...
It was like being fingered. Whoa. Sorry.
Yeah.
You said it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that is the story of the witch's castle. Not really any witches.
Not what you might call a fairy tale.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yikes.
But it's a fairy tale now. It's very beautiful. I have a picture of my doggo in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
She's so cute.
so cute.
Sitting in a witch's castle.
Yeah. I want to take the pod dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They'd love it. So, shall we do a tarot reading?
We definitely shall.
Okay. Are you shuffling?
I was going to do like one because I want in on the witchiness.
Oh.
Okay. Well, not all witches can shuffle. Here you are.
Not all witches can shuffle. All right. We're looking for some insight onto the witch's castle. The non-witch's castle. I refuse to believe that Mary Jane bewitched him.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think so.
That's some horse shit right there.
But two things can be true. She could not have bewitched him, and that could still be the reason. That rumor that she did could be the reason why it's called Witch's Castle, though.
Maybe, yeah. I also love her name. Mary Jane.
Yeah, you do.
We have green in the room today.
Yeah. I know it felt like kind of witchy, like in the vein of the Witch's Castle.
Okay, I'm feeling good about this one. Let's see. 8 of Wands in reverse.
Okay.
Why do we keep drawing the same cards we always draw?
Have we drawn the 8 of Wands in reverse before?
I mean, there's a motorbike on it, so I feel like I've said that.
Did we? I don't think we drew it in the reverse, though.
Maybe not.
But it is interesting. The Witch's Castle, we get a wand.
We did get wands.
Okay, so 8 of Wands. Our keywords are action, excitement, new experiences, urgency. When the 8 of Wands appears, you can expect your life to speed up big time. This card suggests lots of action and excitement coming your way. This is the Carpe Diem card.
Okay.
Whatever you've put into motion now takes off at a rapid pace. The 8 may also indicate a whirlwind trip.
Okay, yeah.
What can I say? When the 8 of Wands appears reversed, you may feel overwhelmed by the activity around you. Unexpected changes can throw you off balance. Fair. You may be required to travel or relocate, although you'd rather not.
So I have like a little interesting tidbit about that.
Oh.
They ran away to get married.
Yeah.
They did it, I think in Vancouver, it said. So they like went to another place to get married.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, well, they eloped.
Yeah.
I mean,
Interesting.
if nothing else, it hits that on the head. Okay, let's see. This card says, "Stop world, I want to get off." Okay, I do
We've had this
remember.
guy.
Yeah, okay. In a reading about money, this card can mean money goes out faster than it comes in. Or you may need to make financial decisions quickly. Interesting. In a reading about your job, the reversed 8 indicates an exceptionally busy period when you have to work harder than usual. During this stressful time, you may feel unequal to the task. Perhaps you'll do lots of work-related traveling now. Interesting.
I don't know about traveling, but they definitely have their work cut out for them with all that land.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
In a reading about love, a relationship seems to be happening too fast, and you feel out of control.
Weird.
Sometimes this card can indicate an illicit passionate affair.
Oh, snap. There definitely was.
Wow.
100%.
Smashed it with that one.
Yeah. I knew I was feeling that card. It was pulling.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much all of that. I don't think it needs like explaining.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
that's right on, I think.
That's crazy. Wow.
Whoa.
Should we do a card pull for my lost crystal?
Yeah, why not? We're going to really be leaning into the witchiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. That just popped in my
Oh,
brain.
yeah. I mean, this is probably as good a time as any to tell them that we have some...
Oh.
Do you want to tell them?
Do you want me? Look, long pause.
She's like...
Read my mind, Caitlin.
Well, we thought this was an appropriate episode to share that we have some witchy plans coming up this summer for the Patreon.
We do.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Witch's Castle felt like a very...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might have some little gifties on the way for some Patreon members.
Yeah. I'm not willing to commit to a date yet.
Yeah,
But definitely
not yet.
coming up this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Stay on the lookout. If you're not part of Patreon, maybe, get with it.
Yeah. I don't know. Not really sure what you're doing.
What are you even doing with your life?
Ew, David.
All right. Card pull. I'm feeling like I want to
Oh,
smush
there you go.
them. I
Yeah.
don't know
Whatever
why.
feels good. Whatever's clever, right? Oh, look at her go. This is quite a...
Do you see my eyes closed?
Yeah.
It's this one. I got the Ace of Cups in reverse.
That's interesting. That's another one we've drawn
Yeah.
recently. That is a card of the ace is, we just talked about this, kind of a new beginning. Oh, for God's sake, the pages are stuck together. Ah. And I flipped right to it. Oh,
Weird.
All right. So Ace of Cups, our keywords are new love, shut the front door, beginning a creative activity, joy. I just think that's funny because there's so many parallels to the crystals that we were looking at. And a single large chalice appears on the Ace of Cups. Sometimes water flows out of it, fountain-like, or the cup sits in water. In the Rider-Waite Smith deck, a hand emerging from a cloud offers the cup as a gift to you. This represents a gift of love, either of a personal or divine nature. Very witchy. This ace reminds us of the Holy Grail, the most famous chalice of all, which some people believe now lies in the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, England. Okay, and we've
heard that so many times.
I know, we really have. But I'm still going to read the extra little excerpt here. A Wiccan blessing. Sharing a beverage in a chalice is a popular practice in Wiccan rituals. Sometimes the chalice is offered with the blessing, "May you never thirst." There she is.
May you never thirst.
Because the chalice is passed from one person to another, it may feature a long stem that makes it easier to handle. Unless you are handling it quite a bit, and then all of a sudden they get real slippery.
That's why you need a tumbler with a lid.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I was just thinking these little cups don't have the lids. We probably should have pulled out our tumblers.
Yeah.
All right. In the reverse, the reversed ace can indicate a delay in starting a relationship. It can also mean a romance that seemed promising doesn't develop or turn out as you'd hoped. This may not be the right time to start something new.
This is the fucking Ace of Potions that I kept getting.
That's the one that we drew for.
My mom.
Yeah.
I mean, not my mom. One of our lovely Patreon members.
In a reading about money, the reversed ace suggests you may have to wait a while to profit from a new venture. Well, we know that's not true. Do you have another venture you're trying to profit from?
But I'm keeping my crystal in mind. So I'm trying to think about my crystal.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Or it can mean you won't make as much as you'd expected. If the reading is about your work, You may encounter delays in landing your dream job. For creative people, this ace can represent a dry spell when you feel stifled or uninspired. In a reading about love, you may run into obstacles, limitations, or disappointments.
I'm thinking about like the love I had for my crystal.
Yeah. I would say you have definitely run into an obstacle, limitation, and a disappointment in this regard. So I feel like, the takeaway for me a little bit, I don't know, seems like it really just indicates delay. It's delayed satisfaction. So maybe you need to bond with your new crystal a little bit. You got two new ones. But what do you think? What comes to your mind?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like the same thing.
Oh, really?
And it was interesting that it talked so much about like love, and like this is like a love crystal for like healing. Yeah. And there's a big old heart on the card.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a pink chalice. It's yeah.
And on the card it kind of looks like there's rain in front of the sun. Yeah. So there's like a sun behind, and it looks kind of like it's raining as well. Mm-hmm. So that to me looks like, rain, sadness, maybe tears, but like there's this bright spot coming in the back.
Well, okay. So this talks about, a couple of different aspects of the chalice as it's represented for the Ace of Cups. When you look at this right side up, this is representative of that phrase, like your cup runneth over. Mm-hmm. You drew it in the reverse.
Yeah.
And it specifically mentions a dry spell. And it's, I don't know. I mean, again, it's that like delayed, like, I think you feel drawn to that crystal already. I think it's hilarious that we both bought that same one within a few days of each other. You didn't even remember that I bought those.
Totally not. I know. I was eyeballing it though when we were there. And I was like, oh, I love that one. But do I need another crystal?
Apparently you did. You didn't know it yet, but you were going to be parting ways with one.
Oh,
I know.
I know. I really hope that someone found it and just loves the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. So
I mean, that's the best outcome that we can hope for in this situation.
I'll get another one day.
Yeah. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
All right. Shall we go?
I guess so. I think we've covered everything. Yeah. All right.
Have a creepy ass day. See you next Tuesday. I won't see my rainbow fluorite crystal.
Okay, bye. We love you.
Okay, bye.
So for all of you that are listening, if you have any true crime or paranormal stories that you want us to share, maybe with the whole Pacific Northwest.
Yes, we would love to read them on the pod.
Yes, we will read them out loud.
Not just in our heads.
Yes. They don't have to be from the Pacific Northwest if you would like to share. Email us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com. It's all spelled out, no special characters. Super duper easy peasy.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Same thing as the email at pnwhauntsandhomicides, all spelled out, no special characters. Please also rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening to, and check out our stories on social media because our meme game is hot.
Agreed.
And if you agree, like Caitlin, you can also find us on Patreon and support the show.
Bitchin'. Did you not hear that?
I did, and was doing this, but
like, I don't think that was you. Like, what? I keep hearing it. Like, it's like someone's banging around on this desk, but there's neither of us are. So is that like one of our neighbors? Like, I don't
know.
It doesn't sound like it though. Like, I only hear it in the headphones,
Yeah.
I feel like. Is it dusk and we've passed out and this is a dream that we're having inside the witch's castle?
Whoa.
Pinch yourself.
Whoa. Am I here?
Dude,
Did I-
inceptioning myself.